Out and About Marathon Town with Mr. Marathon himself, Mike Puto.
Hello everybody, Mike Puto here, and our Out and About series continues now with the City of Marathon. Hello everybody, Mike Puto here and Out and About Marathon Town, and today we're over at the Marathon Fire Station by the airport, number 14, and we're talking with Chief William Wagner. William?
How you doing, Mike?
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
And William is our fire chief in the City of Marathon, and he's also the fire chief for the village of Alamorada. And William and I go a long ways back, 35, 40 years now, when we were volunteer fire chiefs. That's a long time ago.
Holy mackerel. A long time. It was just around the corner.
But you know, a lot of upbringing. William is not only a fire instructor, but a safety instructor, and does every kind of instructing that needs to be done with the State Fire College as well as the National Fire Academy. So William does a lot of work, and we're very glad to have him as our fire chief. And William, as we see here, we got a brand new station that is done, and we also have some new equipment that is here. Tell us a little bit about the equipment and your manpower.
Yeah, well, many years ago, fortunately, the volunteers were running the fire service, and we were very proud of that and had a lot of activity and a lot of commitment from them. And they actually built the first fire station here in Marathon, and it housed us and did really well for us for many years until we had Hurricane Wilma. And Hurricane Wilma flooded Marathon, which everybody's well of, and we had 2 or 3 foot of water in the station, and we finally had to replace it because of that. Fortunately, we had some FEMA assistance. We were able to build this beautiful station here that houses all of our equipment, and it's elevated for flood, and plus it's up to Category 5 hurricane, so it'll protect our equipment and allow us to have our city emergency operations center here as well as protect the firefighters. So we're very proud of this facility here. It houses all of our equipment, and we're just very proud of it, which I know you were part of this as the city manager.
It was great.
Yes, and you were the fire chief in the past, and that all had a lot to do with it. So appreciate it, Mike.
And I also know that right now, I know we've got the airport behind us, and we have what they call an airport fire rescue division, where you have everybody that's certified to be airport fire rescues. Tell us a little bit about what they do.
Yeah, well, you know, as a fire department, people think we just run around and fight little fires, but we're full service, which means we provide emergency medical services with our rescue trucks here, our ambulances. We also provide the traditional fire protection, you know, for house fires. We respond on a lot of wrecks on US 1 here. And we provide fire prevention, which means we go out and do education and inspections. And then the other part of it is the airport out here, we have to provide protection for any accidents that may occur, God forbid, of a plane crash. So all our people there are certified what's specially called ARF, which is Airport Rescue Firefighting, and they provide the protection out the back here with specialized equipment.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I know that everybody, I know when they go through the training down here, I've watched them, you know, not only squirt the hoses, but do the foam and on the fire side protecting. So in case you get a plane that comes in, because I know we're not really a huge commercial airport, but these private planes, we got jets coming in here that are humongous, and if something happens, if they blow a tire, we got a problem.
Big problem. They're dangerous. I mean, they're everyday use, no problem. It's the safest means of transportation, but we have to be ready. They are huge corporate jets coming here. We have helicopters. We have, heck, we've had the president land Air Force 2 in here.
I remember that.
And so it's a leftover from the military, which I know you know a lot of the background on that airport here, and it's a vital part of this community. And so we have to be ready and protected in case anything happens.
Well, you know, as everybody can tell, I know we have a lot of sound effects behind us, but you know, you can tell this is a working fire station. I mean, people, they're checking out the air packs, they're checking out the trucks, and this happens to be, as they say, the checkout crew that's here, and it's really, it's kind of neat. I mean, you've got a good crew here, and with firefighter and paramedic and EMTs that are firefighters, so we're cross-trained and cross-bred and everything.
Yes. Well, it started way back with the volunteers, Mike, of which you were a major part of that. And myself and my family, 3rd generation in the volunteer system originally, and now into the career side. And this is a combination fire department, which means we have career and volunteer. And we transitioned a few years ago from all volunteer to now part career and volunteer. And so with that, there's many requirements for certified training for being a advanced life support as a paramedic, being certified fire officers, airport crash fire rescue. I'm a certified national emergency manager. So we're cross-trained in many aspects. And why? Because we respond to anything and everything, from a cat in a tree, to automobile wreck, to an airplane wreck, to a major medical emergency.
Well,
So,
I've been very lucky as part of that certified emergency manager to have taken classes not only with you but from you.
Yes.
And we've had a good time. I mean,
Yes.
you know, all the
Yes.
and that new NIMS system that they have out there,
Yes.
National Emergency Management, and I
Yes.
think it's neat that we are doing it, and you can use that NIMS system no matter how big or how small the event.
yeah, the whole idea behind NIMS is after 911, we wanted to make sure that the Presidential Directive number 5 said that we had to have everybody on the same plan when we go out and respond to any emergency. And with that in mind, our officer corps is very well trained for that, and this department cannot run without the officer corps, cannot run without the volunteers and the mentoring from yourself and mine and my generation. And so I'm very happy that the firefighters here are extremely trained, very dedicated. They work hand in hand with career and volunteer, and we have the old school and the new school, and everything works really well together, and we're very proud of that.
Well, and that's you know, and it's mainly because of you know, you're an excellent leader, and I think that the you know, having been around and with the family, and you name it. I mean, you know, when Dad was the emergency management director and
Yes.
civil defense before that.
Yes.
And you know, back when communications was 2 cans and a string.
Yes.
And you know, those were the good old days. And,
They were.
And we were able to, you know, to learn from that, and it makes it very beneficial. And you've been able to carry on that firefighter vision. And I know you're dedicated, without a doubt, to making this work and, you know, have things happen. And it's huge. And I think one of the neat things is, I see behind us, we're going to go take a picture of it, but we have a new aerial apparatus.
Yes, we have a brand new ladder truck. The one replaced was about 17 years old, and this one here, if you can see, everything's green in here, and that one's red and white. And we actually dedicated it a memorial of the 911 firefighters that died in New York, and we kind of made it a tribute truck. But it's a state-of-the-art ladder truck. It's 109 feet long, which is the longest one in the Florida Keys. And because it's 109 foot, is it because we have 109 foot tall buildings, it's so we can reach out further to like large commercial establishments that may catch fire, or be able to angle off of a bridge in case we have to do a rescue or something like that. So we got that extra amount of feet, and plus it has water in it and it has a fire pump, so we can respond it as a normal fire truck if we need to, and we can use it as a ladder truck.
Well, I know a lot of thinking went into you know, design this truck,
Yes.
you know, and it's state of the art. I mean,
Yes. Yes.
it's a first class piece of apparatus, and you know, between our bridges and between everything else that we got, we can use that truck for a lot of rescues or whatever
Yes.
might happen. So you know, you did a lot of thinking, and I know your staff, you know, participated, because
Yes.
you know, you're an excellent chief. You bring everybody in and say,
Yes.
let's give me some ideas, guys. What are
Yes.
we doing? And again, you know, where they don't have to worry about, hey, they can help solve the problem, whatever it might be. So that's good.
Sure.
That's good to have them on board. You bring a lot out in the people. You do an
Yes.
excellent job, baby, without
Well,
a doubt.
I appreciate it's a team effort
Yes,
with
it is.
everybody, and my officer corps, and the past experience of the volunteers and the leadership such as yourself. And I got to compliment the city council and the manager. And without their support, this would not happen, because they're, you know, they have the custodians of the taxpayers' money. And that's a very expensive piece of equipment. All this is very expensive, and we need to make sure that it's used wisely for the taxpayers, and I think it is.
And get a big bang for the buck. And
Yes.
again, now we have a nice building, and instead of, you know, 2 bays, we got 3.
Yes.
So now the equipment is inside, and you can see how clean they are, and
Yes.
and it's really kind of neat. I mean, you know, without a doubt. And
Yeah, the guys take very much
They
pride
do.
of their equipment. Yep.
They're a nice bunch of guys, and they really and they care. And
Yes.
you know, and like you say, we're going to be as prepared as we can be when the main event comes. You know,
Yes.
so we dodge a lot of bullets, but when is that storm going to come, or when is that big fire going to come, and we have to, or that big
That's right.
accident? So we have to be prepared to provide that service. So, you know, without a doubt, you're doing a great job, and I
Thank
just
you.
want to let everybody know this is Chief William Wagner III, and he's our fire chief here in Marathon, and he's also the fire chief in Allenrod. And William, thank you very
Thank you,
much
Mike,
for
for
taking the time out.
Yes,
this
sir.
this
Thank
is
you.
great, and it's nice to be your friend, sir.
I appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
Mike. Same here.
Until next time.